Alright, you're at the title. We're gonna be getting level 200 Dusekkar. I've already gotten level 200 on 2-time a guest and all these killers. And I was considering doing this on another survivor if this video does remotely well. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, so if you don't know how levels past 100 work in Forsaken, it essentially cycles back to if you were like level 0 again. So you know how like those first 50 levels are relatively easy to get. And then it gets progressively harder and harder to level up until those like last 10 levels are a pain to go through. Well, levels past 100 essentially work like— oh, and there's our first level already. Anyways, these last 10 levels are gonna be a pain to go through. So yeah, we're gonna be wanting to do all these gens to level up as fast as we can. But don't worry, we're gonna help the team. And how did I miss that? We're gonna help the team. You know, I want to make the video entertaining. I don't think you want to watch me do generators for the whole video. So yeah. So after a quick killer match,
failed to protect anyone.
we managed to find our next level. With 6 more levels to go, this was looking promising. You know, maybe this won't take that long. After a couple wins, we find ourselves at level 195. And shortly after, I find myself in the second round. It starts off normally with me doing generators and helping the team. But slowly everyone starts falling one by one, no pun intended. Until suddenly it's just me, Dusekkar, and Shaleski against this milestone 41X. While I'm busy breaking the killer's ankles, Shaleski tries to help and unfortunately misses the slash. I should have shooted there, not sure why I didn't. I still managed to shoot him here. But my attempt to save him was shortly lived. And now it's just me and this Elliot with 2 minutes on the clock. He ends up chasing me for half the round and I end up finding the medkit drop I guessed. I end up using it as he switches targets to Elliot, and by this point I cannot let him die. With 30 seconds on the clock, Elliot's been healing me the whole round. W Elliot, by the way. So I perfectly timed this prompt protection to save him from an M1. And assuming he was low on stamina. So by some miracle, me and this Elliot end up surviving against this milestone 401X for the whole 2 minutes. And it's a couple rounds later until we find our next 2 levels. Oh nice. And after some questionable deaths. What? And a lot of zaps later. We end up getting to level 198. And later on, a couple of my friends joined me. Shout out Nob and Azazel. But I ended up switching servers since I usually play better when I'm not talking. But I'm glad I did, because it led me to having one of the most cinematic ways of getting to level 200. The round immediately starts off with 1X trying to hit me with mass infection, which fails, so I get back to my generator. The round continues on as normal with 007 and 2-time time. He ends up chasing me for a while, but eventually he goes back to task. Which, by the way, keep tap in mind, he'll be important later. I spent the whole round trying to save the tap from dying, as I don't want to go into LMS. And as the round is about to end, I go look for a final generator to do for some extra XP, thinking the tap was safe. But that's when I realize, wait, why hasn't the round ended? The TAF died, and I will now have to go into LMS. And when I tell you this is the most cinematic LMS, I'll just let the LMS speak for itself. It legit could not have gotten better.